Hi everyone, Laurie Conrad here. Thanks so much for being here. This is the Yahoo Bing pay-per-click overview. I want to keep this to 20 minutes because I want to prove to you guys that you can learn a new traffic method and get yourself set up to keep learning in a really short period of time. And so I am going to watch my clock. So this is our agenda. I'm going to show you how to open your account. I'm going to show you how to start a campaign. I'm going to show you how to place an ad. And then at the end, if you want to stay after the 20 minutes, I'm going to show you how you can learn more and where I learned everything that I learned. I'll give you a little bit of background on me. When I first started in online marketing, I was told to immediately start doing pay-per-click. And I totally agree with that strategy personally because pay-per-click is the fastest way to grow your business. It's the fastest way to grow your list. The alternative is doing traditional offline marketing or going online, like say on Facebook or other places, and spending time connecting with people and networking with people online, which takes a lot of time. When you're running an ad, the ad is running and working for you while you're doing other things. And I am a firm believer in having a marketing budget, because if you truly have a business and you believe that you have a business, you have to spend money marketing your business. I don't care what business it is. It can be a direct sales, a retail business, brick and mortar, anything, but you have to have a marketing budget. And you can actually have as small as $5 a day marketing budget and be effective and actually make progress. So different platforms are better than others for having a $5 a day budget versus a $50 a day budget, but you can start wherever you are and work up from there. The biggest mistake I see is that people don't use pay-per-click, and they just, time just marches on and they never make any sales. So it's so important to have eyeballs on whatever your product or service is. And if you don't have eyeballs on it, you can't sell anything. You don't have a business. So what happened with me, I'll give you the background. Last year, I was doing Facebook pay-per-click, and I was running a weekly webinar to my primary opportunity, and I was advertising Thursday to Sunday. I was getting 25 leads a day on Facebook, and then I was funneling everybody to my Monday night webinar. I did that for like 3 months, and then Facebook disabled my ad account. I did something they didn't like. I'm pretty sure I know what it was. I've learned a lot from that. But all of a sudden, I had 25 leads a day to 0. So luckily, my list was pretty large, and I just kept working with the same people on that list for the time being. But I needed to find another way to market my business. And so I was just really lucky. I found out what Vince Reed was doing with his company, and all he does is teach people how to get traffic and leads. So I signed up for MITS, and that's where I learned how to do Yahoo Bing. I decided I was going to stay away from Facebook for a little while and learn another traffic method. And I wanted to use search traffic, because search traffic is very different from advertising on Facebook. People don't go to Facebook to buy stuff, but people go to Google, Yahoo, and Bing because they're searching for something and they actually are in buying mode. So I wanted to see how I could do in that traffic method. And I have made 5K sales from Bing ads. I've made $20 sales from Bing ads. It definitely works. And when I say Bing, Yahoo and Bing are both owned by Microsoft now. So your ads can show up on Yahoo, they can show up on Bing, and any of their partners. So that just gives you a little bit of the backstory. Okay, so the first thing, and I've written my little notes here, first thing I'm going to do is tell you let's finish just saying how powerful search traffic is. When someone's actually searching for something, they're there's two ways to look at it. So when someone's searching for something, that is a keyword, right? So the concept of your keywords is really, really important, because your keywords is what everything is predicated on. If you're selling a weight loss product, people are searching, how can I lose weight? How can I lose 10 pounds in a month? Things like that. Those are long tail keywords. So all of your Bing ads are going to rest upon how good your keywords are and how good your ad copy is. So we're going to go into that, but the reason to use Yahoo Bing is that it's cheaper than Google AdWords. They aren't as strict with rules like Google is, but at the same time, you don't want to do sketchy stuff on Yahoo Bing either. You can get banned on Yahoo and Bing also, but they are extremely helpful. You can actually call somebody and get help, which I never could do on Facebook, and they will actually pick up the phone. They're really, really supportive. They're really into growing those platforms. So we're going to go over to Google. And what you're going to do is you're just going to search on Bing ads. Okay, is everybody with me? I want to make sure you guys are all with me. Raise your hand if you're still with me. Okay, great, thank you. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to go over to, I'm going to move myself over here. You're just going to go to Google and search on Bing ads, because they might change their URL to find them between now and 6 months from now, you don't know. But here you'll see bingads.microsoft.com. That's where you're going to find how to set up your account. What you see here is an ad for Marketing 360, which is not what we want. But when you do an ad on Yahoo or Bing, it's going to look similar to this ad here, and it's also going to look similar to the ones that are over here on the right. Your ad is going to look like this, or it's going to look like this one at the top, only it's going to be on Bing or Yahoo instead of Google. So just click on Bing ads. Okay, sorry, I should have been logged out. Hold on, I'm going to log myself out just so I can show you. Okay, so you may not get the exact same screen as I'm getting. I'm getting redirected to the login screen because I already have an account, and I'm cookied, so my computer knows. But at the same time, right down here it says don't have a Microsoft account, sign up now. So if I didn't already have an account and you don't, you're going to click sign up now, and then you're going to create an account. It's just the same as doing pretty much anything. You give your name, you give your email address, it sees that I already have an account, your password, where you are, your birthday, blah, 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 all this stuff, right? So you're just going to create your account, and once you create your account, you're going to have your login, your password. They probably do, they probably confirm your email address for security and things like that, but you guys are smart. This will all, you'll create your account, and then when you sign in, hold on, am I over here? Oh, I'm already over here. Okay, let me go back. Okay, so I'm going to sign into my account. And when you sign in, you're going to see this gray bar up at the top. You're going to see all this stuff here, but you're not going to have any campaigns yet. I have a few campaigns here. So I'm going to walk you through creating a new campaign and explain to you a little bit about ad groups and ads, okay? And I'll show you what I have already right here. So I have 4 campaigns here, and I have 2 different things that I'm marketing. One is a marketing system, Vince Reed's marketing system that I'm an affiliate of, and also a high-ticket vacation club. So I've got 3 campaigns here for the vacation club and 1 for the traffic system. So in my campaign for MITS, I have 3 ad groups. So you can divide up your ads into groups. And I'm going to explain to you a really cool strategy that you can use in search traffic and in Yahoo and Bing to actually make money from a marketing system, even if someone doesn't join your primary opportunity. And I think that's the best way to explain how ad groups work. So I have this campaign for MITS, and I have it divided up into 2 different company names. And what I'm going to do is shoot back over really quick to my slideshow and show you why I did this. And this is something that I learned in MITS. Okay, so company A, say company A is me, and then there's somebody here for company B. What we do in our industry normally is company A talks to people in company B and tries to recruit them, and company B talks to people in company A and tries to recruit them. What I've learned in MITS is that if you have something else to offer people when you're showing them your primary opportunity, you can actually help people in company A and company B, even if they don't join you in your opportunity, because you're showing them how to get traffic and leads for their business, and you can make money doing that. So in Yahoo, let me go back to Yahoo. All right, I have a campaign to show people how they can get more traffic and leads through my internet traffic system, and I am going after people in 2 different companies, Paycation and World Ventures. And those are MLMs, but they're also in the travel business. So if they end up joining me in MITS and they're not doing well in their companies, there's a chance, I'm not going to like go crazy on them, but there's a chance that they might join me in my primary opportunity. So when you have a campaign, you can divide it up into ad groups so that you have ads. Let me show you my ads in different companies. And what Vince teaches is that you can have you could have 10 different companies listed here. I'm just focusing on 2 for the budget that I have. So your ad group is a way to organize all the ads that focus on like one particular thing. So I have all these different ads that are going after people in Paycation, and then I have ads going after people in World Ventures. And you can do yours whatever way you want. But what I'm going to do now is I just wanted to show you that strategy so it made sense, hopefully. I'm going to check. If that makes sense, I'm going to put all the hands down. If that makes sense what an ad group is, raise your hand. And maybe I should do it the other way. If it doesn't make sense, write me a question in the question box. But okay, good. All right, so let's go ahead and create a campaign and we'll move on from this idea. All right, so I'm going to I'm just going to click on all campaigns, and you'll see in the gray box right here, I can add a new campaign. So when you create a campaign, create a search and content campaign. And I'm going to give this replay to everybody. So, so don't worry if this is going too fast. So I'm just going to call it test. And this is where you set your time zone, which I'm on Eastern, which I'm in Pacific, so I guess I never changed this when I moved, but it doesn't matter. My campaign budget, you can make it whatever you want, $5 a day, $5 a month. I recommend daily. And this is where you pick your location. You can do all available countries, regions. I wouldn't recommend that because it's too broad. United States, Canada, you can break down and go all the way to postal codes, which is cool. You could do states. This is great for marketing something locally. And I would leave show ads to people in searching for or viewing pages about your targeted location. Just leave that the way it is. And right here is where you would create your ad, and I would create a text ad. So your title, and what's nice is Bing will show you these little question marks, and it will say, you know, the title is the most clickable. That's what we learn in, you know, direct response marketing. It'll give you little tips here. But here's your title, and I'm going to say, let's do something for the vacation club. So save, how to save 90%, where's my percent, off vacations. Okay, and that's going to be too long. So there, let's say how to save 90%. That's going to be way too long. All right. All right, let's just get rid of the how-to and we'll say save. Save 90% off vacations. And I've got 3 left, so I'm going to make a question mark because people respond to questions. Okay, and then my text, I've got 71 characters. I'm just going to say click here to find out how to save on all your vacations in, let's say I'm going to use a keyword of Hawaii. All right, and then you can put anything in the display URL. It doesn't have to be real, actually, which is kind of a longer discussion for another day, but let's just say I'll put Laurie's Vacation Club. And I'm going to put the same thing in the destination URL, but I don't have to. Okay, and always put a capture page here. This is just my blog, so I wouldn't normally put this here. Always use a capture page in your advertising. Don't just send somebody to your blog. What you want them to do is opt in, and that's the most important thing. So what's nice about Bing is they show you what it looks like over here, and I would do this, and I'd probably capitalize all the first letters of all of this to make it easier to read. But you can see and you can play with this and play with how many characters are remaining and all of that. So then you go down and you choose your keywords and keep keyword text. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Hawaii vacations, and I'm going to put vacations in Hawaii. And you can just keep doing as many as you want, and then you click add. And what Bing does is it defaults to a broad match, but you can also pick exact, phrase, broad, or content. I would choose exact and maybe phrase, and then see what the bids are. And you have to decide, you know, what your budget is, but you can, what it shows you is first page bid, mainline bid, best position, ad group, and custom value. We haven't created an ad group yet, so we don't have an ad group bid. And Hawaii Vacations is obviously a very high-priced keyword. So I'm just going to pick first page. And then for phrase is a little bit less. I'm going to pick first page. And then vacation in Hawaii, I'm going to choose exact. And first page is a little more affordable, 44 cents. And then for phrase, first page is 99 cents. So I'm going to click save down here on the left. Okay. And then it gives you a default search bid, and it just put in 30 cents. So that would be like my my least amount that I'm going to bid on anything, but I actually gave specific numbers up here. So that's just going to be a default. And then when you go to advanced targeting options, let's see, I don't think you need to change anything in here. All days, all hours, you can change it if you want. Demographics, you can change if you want. and ads will show on all devices. You can look at all the little things here. I don't change anything there. The one thing you do need to pay attention to is this ad distribution. Keep it on just search network, because content network is a totally different thing and a webinar for another day. So just keep it in search network. You want to get people who are searching on Yahoo and Bing. And I keep their syndicated search partners too, because they have all kinds of connections with other search platforms. How do I want to be charged? It's cost per click. That's what I want. When do I want my ads to run? I don't set an end date. If I want to stop my ads, I just pause my ads. And so I don't do anything fancy with any of this stuff. So I'm just going to click save. Okay, so now I have, let's see, where do we go? Okay, so here's test, and I have a budget of $5 a day. I can change it right here with my pencil. It's eligible, so when you're doing an ad on Bing, it's immediately ready to run. It's not like Facebook where you have to wait to get it approved. If your ad is disapproved, it will just kind of show up as disapproved later today or tomorrow or whenever they kind of get around to it. So it's completely different than Facebook like that. Okay, I want to make sure everybody's still with me. You still with me? No questions? Okay, good. Great. It's not like Facebook. You don't have to wait for your ad to be approved and then wonder what's happening. So if I want to go to test and see it defaulted to ad group 1, I can click on that. And you'll see that I have 4 keywords right here. And if I click on ads, it shows my ad. And so what I'm going to do right now is actually pause this because I don't want to run that ad. But anytime I want to edit it, I just click on I come to the ads and I click on the pencil, and then I can change this however I want. Now, if you already have an ad running for a while and you want to change something, think about whether you want to change it or you want to create a new ad with the changes so that you can see which ad performs better. So, you know, these obviously everything is 0 right now, so we don't have to worry about that. We could change it right now and it wouldn't make a difference. But if I go back to my ads for, say, Paycation, and I want to show you some quick numbers right here. I have results here. This is just from yesterday. So I have 12 clicks from yesterday. I had 171 impressions. My click-through rate, which is a really, really important number when you're doing pay-per-click, you want to know what your click-through rate is. 7% is really, really, really good. So is 5, so is 3.5. Anything over 1%, especially if you're just first starting, is going to be good. And then you just want it to get better from there. You obviously want the most people who see your ad clicking through and clicking your ad to get to your capture page. And then it shows you your average cost per click. It shows you your spend. So my spend yesterday was $9. And then this is average position. And that means I was average in the first position on the page. And that will have to do, you know, there's a lot more to this, and I'm running out of my 20 minutes. There's a lot more to this for how to scale, how to get better, how to tweak your ads, how to scale your campaigns and add more keywords as you see which keywords are working and which keywords aren't, which ads are working, which ads aren't. You know, there's a lot more to it. I've been doing this for a few months, so, and I certainly can't cover all of that in 20 minutes, but I want to know from all of you, does this make sense? Does it look like you could actually do this? I'm going to put all the hands down. Does it look like you could actually do this yourself after watching this for 20 minutes? Oh, good, good, good. I'm seeing hands. That's awesome. So, so great. So, okay, so I have 1 more minute left. One thing I want to show you that's really important is up here on the right, you'll see the, the gear shifter, and you'll see where you set up your credit card for accounts and billing and stuff, and your settings and help. There's a whole help online facility and stuff. But here is their phone number, and they actually answer the phone. It's really, really nice. So anytime, when I first started, I had some keywords, or I had some ads that were disapproved, and I couldn't figure out why. So I just called them up. The guy spoke on the phone with me for 40 minutes, explaining to me all about trademarks and all this stuff. I had a trademarked company name in one of my ads, and he said, you can't do that. You can, there's ways to like nuance things, but you can't say certain things with trademarked company names. It's not something Bing can allow you to do, because that particular company is also running ads on Bing, and it's not fair and it's not kosher and stuff like that. You can also start a live chat so you can get help if you're totally stuck and you're like, like today, for some reason, my ads weren't even showing up on this page, and I panicked. I was like, what happened to them? And then so I called, and while I am calling, I realized that I had a filter on that was not showing my ads on this page, and it was just a dumb thing. So I got through that. But what's really nice is that I can actually call these people and they will help me on the phone. So that's the basics of Bing. And let's see, I'm going to put all the hands down. And that's actually my exact 20 minutes. So what I am going to do, let me check my notes. I saw everything, I covered everything. What I'm going to do now, if anybody wants to stay, I'm going to show you where I learned how to do this and where you can actually learn how to do this too. And I'm just going to give you the benefit of my experience in terms of where I learned how to do Yahoo Bing and how it's been so valuable to me. I mean, making $5,000 sales through Bing ads from people that I don't know is just an amazing thing. And so are the $20 sales. I mean, that's cool too. So, so you are free to go if you wish. However, I am going to go back to here and give you the overview on where I learned this, how I learned it, and what you can do to learn it too. So let me go next here. Okay, so when I got my Facebook account shut down and I needed to learn another traffic method, I got introduced to my internet traffic system. And that, let me go back here. That is where I have learned all my Yahoo Bing and tons of other strategies. I've learned it all from Vince Reed. He started my internet traffic system. And this is my dashboard inside of my internet traffic system, but I'm going to show you the products and where I learned Yahoo Bing. I am a level 2 member in MITS, so I have access to all of these traffic method trainings: Twitter, all pay-per-click, Facebook, podcasting, traffic methods that other people don't even use, banner ads, the 7 free traffic methods, how to do retargeting, how to recruit on Craigslist. There's so much here, I can't even list it all, but this is the course I learned right here, this $497 course. This is where I learned Yahoo Bing. And because I was a level 2 member, I didn't pay that. I just paid to be a member in MITS, and I got access to the course. So let me go back to my dashboard. So inside of MITS, we have all of those products, and I also get a free monthly coaching call. Every member in MITS gets a free monthly coaching call, and he has an entry level an entry-level way to get into MITS, and that is what's called his inner circle. So I'm going to go over to the inner circle. And inner circle members are $27 a month, and you get access to the one-on-one coaching that we get from Vince every Thursday night. He actually critiqued my ads. When he critiqued my capture page, I went from 15% conversions to 23% conversions overnight, just from a couple of things he told me to change on my capture page. And as an inner circle member, you get the one-on-one coaching session every month with a MITS coach. You get 2 classes, pay-per-click mastery and capture page mastery. You get the marketing mastery kit, which gives you all kinds of other different ways to get traffic and leads. His income maximizer formula, which is how to grow your business, which is in a nutshell. And you're allowed to attend all of his live webinars. You don't get the replays as an inner circle member. You have to be level 2, which is what I am. But you get invited to all those webinars, and he has guest webinars where he's got, big online earners come to the webinars, and they give all their secrets and all their tips and advice and stuff like that. And so you get all those things as an inner circle member. And if you want to become an inner circle member and learn with me, I would say give it a shot for $27 for 1 month and see if you like it. You'll also get into the Facebook group, and in the Facebook group, we all help each other out. We ask questions, we answer each other's questions. It's been one of the best communities I've ever been in, and it's only focused on getting traffic and leads for your business and strategies for that. Not just how to create a Facebook ad or how to create a Bing ad, but actually how to strategize, just like I showed you with the ABC. What I'm doing is I'm helping people in Paycation and World Ventures learn how to get more traffic and leads for their business. If they decide that, if we create a relationship and they decide, geez, I'd rather do high ticket, Laurie. It's still travel. I love travel. I'll join you in your vacation club. Maybe some people will do that. And every network marketer, every direct salesperson needs more traffic and leads for their business. So it's a great way to not only learn what you need to learn to get more traffic and leads for you, but also to help other people and then grow your network. So hopefully that makes sense. And the easiest thing to do is just go to mitswithlaurie.com, and you will be brought to, where's my page here? Sorry. You will come here and mitswithlaurie.com, join my inner circle. You can watch Vince's video here. I've paused it, but it goes through everything that you get as an inner circle member. It's $27. I would try it for a month. I am happy to obviously coach you, and you will have access to that PPC Mastery Kit, also the Capture Page course, Vince's other free courses. I'm going to send you Vince's free courses just for coming to the webinar today. And let me see, I'm seeing that there is questions here. Hold on one second. Let me see. Okay. Okay, Wendy, I saw, what's the CPC for the test campaign? Yeah, it's zeros because it doesn't have any numbers yet. Okay. All right, awesome. Hi, Shelley. How are you? It's great to see you. I hope this was helpful. So, so there you have it. I can't tell you how much I learn from Vince every week. When you can go on, he has a live webinar every Thursday night, and I've brought my ads. He's critiqued my ads. He'll critique your capture page. He'll critique anything you want about your business. Inner Circle members can observe. They can't submit their ads unless you're level 2. but as an Inner Circle member, you get a ton of stuff. And we're actually having a webinar tonight. Let me go back to my dashboard. The webinar tonight is Facebook Conversion Ads 101. And Inner Circle members are allowed to go to these. They won't get the replays, but they're allowed to attend all of them. So this webinar alone is going to be worth $27 if you're interested in doing Facebook ads. So with that being said, I hope that all makes sense. And if there's any questions, shoot me a question. Otherwise, I can let you guys go because we're on 35 minutes now, and I don't want to take up any more of your time. So let me look at the question box. Level 2, the cost of level 2 is, let me go here and I will tell you because let me see if they have it here. Okay, they used to have it in here. Level 2 is, there's two different ways to pay. It's $97 a month, or I think you can pay, I believe it's $97 a month. Yeah, I'm bad about this. But level 2 is everything that you see here. So, and not only everything you see here, but any new trainings that Vince comes out with. And since I've been a member the last few months, Sub-Zero to Boiling Traffic Method is new. Internet Marketing A to Z is new. And I'm trying to find the other ones. But you've got Twitter, mobile PPC, recruiting on Craigslist, all the vault of his webinars, Facebook ads, how to retarget. It's just Twitter, oh my gosh, Yahoo Bing, it's everything. So let me do something here because I want to make sure I'm giving you the right information. Okay. Okay. See, he's leading. See, you have to become level 1 before you can become level 2, which is why he's not showing level 2 on the main page. So my suggestion is join the Inner Circle, and then once you're in Inner Circle, decide if you want to go level 2 and get all those other trainings. So I hope that answered your question. That would be the best way to do it because everybody has to be level 1 before they're level 2. So mitswithlaurie.com. And any other questions? Let me get back to my question box. Okay, great. Okay, are these videos to watch or webinars? When you go into My Products, these are all videos to watch. Like for example, let me go to the Yahoo Bing one. If I click on View Workshop, it comes up right here, except my mouse isn't going up. Okay, and then what happens is all of them have this playlist. I just mouse over on the playlist and it shows you all the modules, navigating the dashboard, setting up your first campaign, search compliant capture pages so you don't get banned, keyword tools, which I didn't even have time to go over, advanced keyword research, which I didn't have time to go over, and then writing ads that convert. So they're all things that you can watch at your own pace. They're all recorded. You can pause them. That's how all the products work. There's mobile. There's so much good stuff in here. Okay, let me check my question box again. Yes, the videos are very in-depth. They're not just surface stuff. That's what's so great about Vince is that he goes into strategy. He's a PPC marketing strategist. He's not just, there's a lot of trainings out there where people just show you, I mean, you can go on YouTube and someone will show you how to set up a Facebook ad, but they're not going to discuss the strategies, like what Vince does is, for example, on Facebook, he teaches you how to do a like campaign to your fan page, retarget everybody so that when you start running your ads, you're going to create custom audiences of all your fans and all your friends of your fans, because you only want to really run ads to people that know, like, and trust you, or to create that know, like, and trust. And he's got circular, strategies for how to do all those things. And that's why I can recommend MITS so strongly, because the strategies I've learned from him, I haven't seen anywhere else. And what's really interesting is I just got back from a company event and I spoke to several people who are making $10,000 a month and up, and they're not using retargeting. They don't even realize what they could be doing. And what I've seen Vince do with, it's really not about how many clicks you get anymore, it's about how many pixels you get. And a pixel is when, if you've ever been, say on Facebook, and you've clicked an ad, but you didn't go to the capture page, you didn't opt in, and then all of a sudden you start seeing that ad everywhere you go online, that's retargeting. And that's a really core strategy that Vince teaches, because the more pixels you have, like when I click that ad, a pixel, it's just a piece of code. It's like a cookie that was put on my computer. And so now they can track me everywhere I go and show my ads. And he gets so sophisticated that if he'll know that someone went to a particular blog post of his, and he won't show that person the same blog post in an ad. He'll show them a separate one. So to even, I don't even want to, it can get as deep as you want it to be. But he's been doing pay-per-click and since 2008. So he's a pioneer, and he's been at it for, 7 years, and he knows what he's doing, which is why we have trainings in pretty much YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Bing, retargeting, and all the other kind of banner ads, a lot of other strategies that most people don't even use. So anybody have any other questions? Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you. Thank you guys so much for being here. So my last message is mitswithlaurie.com, and you can always email me, Laurie@laurieconrad.com, and if you have any other questions to ask. And if you guys don't have any other questions, I'll let you guys go. You're very welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate all you guys being here. I will talk to you soon.